Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And what a game! What a game! Trying to be a little bit ironic. What a game! Oh my days! I've got to say, the beginning of the first half and the beginning of the second half look quite identical. Arsenal took the fight to Man City for a short period of time. Then after that, Man City were just strolling all over the pitch. Our talisman was kind of marked out of the game, and he kind of turned the assist. Well, the assist that didn't lead to any goals, but let me get on the other side of this post game reaction. Yes, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this. So I'm just looking at my. I made some notes for the first half, but I stopped after the second half. Before I get into this one, make sure you subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV, hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest news right here on Cannon Fodder TV. Post game reaction. I think it's probably the second one I've done this season, and am I not liking this one? I'm not liking this one at all. Then we kind of go through the notes that I made from the first half, only the first half. Starting 11 looked okay until we heard news in regards to Rob Holding. He sustained a hamstring injury. And I thought, oh my goodness, David Luiz has actually stepped in. And I thought, oh, we're going to be in for a roller coaster. And then, yeah, we got the first like 5-10 minutes until they scored the goal. We were really progressing the ball, quite quickly, across the back four. And then once we got past their attackers, then we were, in transition. We were looking very, very threatening. I always kind of thought that Dani Ceballos was playing a little bit too deep for my liking to make any inroads, at least in the midfield or in the danger areas against Man City's half there. Too deep. I'll get to that. And then what will I put here? Yeah, it's like Arsenal were told to go all out, but I can't believe that kind of run out of steam in the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes, I saw Pepe tracking back, putting in tackles because they were told literally to close down their attacking line there. But after that, on the 22nd minute, I've got to say, apart from Leonard palming the ball out in the area there, in the danger area again, it was class. It was class. You could see, Ceballos got sucked in, and the live stream that I was watching, as Gary Neville saying, "Oh, but Bellerin should have showed the player out." There's nothing that Bellerin could have done. There's nothing at all. And so Sterling scored on the 22nd minute, and after that, I've got to say, Man City were in complete control in the first half. Complete control. It's like we lost our heads. They were just to me, it was like a training session. There was no real pressure put on the ball, and I've got to question Arteta's tactics when things are not going well. When we were chasing the game already after they scored the first goal there, and I was thinking, where are we going to score the goal? Auba wasn't in the game. Willian kind of lost his way. It was down to Xhaka. Xhaka was our best threat there in the first half. How much did we pay for him? Oh, nothing. Brilliant player. Brilliant. Could he have done more with those two chances he had there? And again, it was like Auba turned like the assist. Yeah, the couple of through balls for Xhaka where I thought maybe he could have done better, but yeah, Edison he did quite to kind of save. It came off his shoulder, didn't he? And then just coming towards the end of the first half, it should have been a penalty. And I'm not saying this literally from an Arsenal perspective. Any Premier League game, actually any game, that should have been a penalty. When it studs up and the player's going in for the header, that should have been a penalty. So why wasn't it given? Why was it not given? Terrible, absolutely terrible, man. That came on in the injury time, and then Saka, like I said, he had a couple of chances where Edison, really good save there. But in the first half, the only main threat we had was coming through the left hand side through Saka. Willian, I don't know what happened to Willian. Pepe started off quite well, but he kind of like withdrew into himself. Um, there's nothing more than that. I was thinking, oh my goodness, and the other thing as well. And I was thinking I could get to it towards the end, but I'll get to it like now. If you're not going to play Partey in the first half, then don't play him at all. Because Partey came on, Laka came on. Who was another player? There was another player that came on. With like 8 minutes to go, Arteta. That's one thing I noticed about Arteta. He does the substitutions too little, too late. Too little, too late. And so the second half, again, started the same way. The same way. I think, right, okay, we're up for it. We're going after them. We're closing them down. We're closing the transitions there. They had actually a Man City player. I can't remember his name. Was it Zhao? A couple of nasty challenges there. Actually, and he should have got sent off. He should have got sent off. But refereeing. We could bark all day about the decisions that was given against us. But if we don't stick the ball in the net, it doesn't mean squat diddly. Doesn't mean anything at all. And so, yeah, like I said, the second half, after the first 5 minutes, I stopped taking notes. I was thinking, where's Auba? We're a team that is so passive. We're so passive. We're waiting for things to happen rather than us taking the fight to Man City like we did, in the first half, the first 10 minutes, the second half, the first 5 minutes. After that, we've just lost our way. And like I said, to me, it was like a training session. Just, see Man City just popping the ball around, left, right, and centre, doing small triangles. I was thinking, what's going on? What is going on? And so I do question Arteta's tactics. If plan A is not working, what is your clear plan B? Because if you're telling me you're not going to, play Partey the first half, all right, okay, I can understand that. But make a statement of intent. Start him in the second half. Straight off. Not with 8 minutes to go. Lacazette with 8 minutes to go. What do you expect them to do, Arteta? What do you want them to do? Oh, my days, man. And I said, after that, I just stopped writing notes. I just kind of sitting back, sipping on my Campo Viejo. And all the guys at Cannon 40 TV, we've got a WhatsApp group now. And I was thinking, nah. There's no clear plan B. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. But Arteta will learn, and he must learn that very, very quickly. He probably saw the footage of the first game we played against Liverpool. We gave them too much respect. But you're going away from home. You're playing, against Man City, against Pep Guardiola. Take the fight completely away from them. We had to dominate them, and we didn't do that. Football is a game of two halves for 90 minutes and then some. It's not for the first 10 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half. Completely. We're so passive. So passive. I was thinking, right, so when is someone going to grab, the game by the scruff of its neck? It was crying out for Thomas Partey. I'm telling you. Thomas Partey should have come on the second half. Well, at the start of the second half. Ceballos was too deep to make any kind of inroads there. Too deep, come and collect the ball. And by the time he got the ball, literally they were on him. And I always thought the whole point of trying to play out the ball from the back is that you beat the attack or the strikers. But then once you've beaten that, you progress the ball in transition very quickly. We did that, but it was so slow. It was so slow. I just seeing all my WhatsApp messages going off now. But let me go into the live chat just for maybe the first and only time. I'm thinking, oh my goodness me, goodness gracious me. Even Colin Young, hope you are well, my friend. Auba has been very poor. This game was awful. He looked so disinterested, didn't he? So disinterested. When the supply line, don't get me wrong, Alba is a wicked striker. He's been scoring the goals, top scorer for the last 2 seasons. But when things don't go well, i.e. the supply line, is lacking, or he's getting the ball and the touches are not right, he just goes off the ball completely. So then with one man down, the striker is not on form. Who else is going to score the goals? Pepe didn't have a good game today. Willian, again, what's the formation? Wasn't it 4? What was the formation? 4-2-3-1? I don't know what was the formation. But whatever the formation is, it's not working. Willian, Arteta needs to work on trying to find the best spot for Willian, because whatever he's doing, it's not working. Xhaka was our main threat for the whole game. He was our main threat. Not Auba, not Laka, not Pepe, not Ceballos, not Willian. Xhaka, the player we spent nothing because he came through the academy. So disappointing. So disappointing, man. Anyway, there's someone says, good evening, Alex. I'll ask again, Arteta or another late injury, very unlucky. I'll tell you at the end of this live podcast. Richard Barnes says, we lost. Get over it. Thank you for that. And you get over it as well. That was no surprise. Sit back and let them attack us. And when we have the ball, it's backwards, sideways, and passing the ball to them, same as the last 10 years. Again, we were so passive. When we were on the ball, look how high they push up on us. But when we've got the ball, when they've got the ball, we give them acres of space. So they're already on the front foot, and we're on the back foot. Again, really, I would like to know, what was Arteta's game plan? Because we didn't stick to it. There was no plan B. No plan B. And you're telling me you're playing Partey for the last 8 minutes? What do you want the guy to do? What did you want him to do? Dearie me, man. Oh, yeah, and then Nketiah came on as well. Yeah. For me, it just didn't make any sense, really. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah. Alex, that was a very boring game. It was a real eye-opener. I expected a lot more from Arsenal, and I thought we would see Partey, but I thought he would either come on for the first half and be subbed off, or come on the second half. But 8 minutes, 8 minutes. What do you want Partey to do? Hi, Alex Majid. I hope you're okay. Not a good game. No, not by any means at all. Only positive for me was Saka and Tobias, and that at least we didn't lose the game by many goals. That was the other thing I was thinking. 1-0, 1-0, but we didn't create any, really too many chances and opportunities for us. Again, the only ones I think of is Saka. Did Auba have a chance? I think he probably did, but you got to make things happen. You can't be so passive, sitting back, waiting for things to happen. We're using a word from Unai Emery. Let's be the protagonists. Yeah, let's make things happen, but we didn't do it today. Our team is too afraid to play. Why can't we attack like Leeds? They got the point that they left with 1 point playing against Man City, and we live with nothing. And actually, I've got to say, if you had to ask me who was the best player or man of the match, Saka, maybe Gabriel, and believe it or not, Luiz. These 3 players. I can't believe I'm saying that. Same defending performance from Arteta. Yeah, Alex Black. Arteta, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Also, I have said before, Bellerin is not good enough. We need to sell him. I said it during the transfer window that we need to sell him. We need to sell him. But he wasn't, because I don't blame him. Again, Leno, Not looking for scapegoats. If you're going to palm the ball out, palm it out and away from the danger area. We've seen that. We've seen that before. His Achilles heel is coming up to claim the ball. He's not commanding, doesn't communicate, and when he palms the ball away, it's always in the danger area there. I think my brother says, I think we have to go with our strongest team. I don't understand why we don't just have a pop on goal. So disappointed. Where was the leadership? Are you telling me that Leicester is better? Yes, they are, Ralph. They are better. Walker shut him off, and the part that bothered me was Auba's body language showed it. Terrible body language. Terrible. Stop sulking. Get on with it. You've been paid. You just recently signed a contract. You just signed the thing. So continue, continue showing heart. When the chips are down, make things happen. Make things happen because you're the captain, and people are looking to you. How did say Armstrong? I hope you're well, my friend. Good day. He would have taken Willian out and brought in Partey in the beginning of the second half. Again, I just find it very, very strange. You either don't play Partey at all, or you bring him on for at least a complete half. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Just very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Had De Bruyne played, it would have been 3-0. Yeah, David, welcome to Cannon Fire TV. As much as we didn't win today, but Saka was really, really amazing. My goodness, man. Yeah. Again, I've asked this question before. Try and look at it through rose guilty glasses. Okay, forget about the players. These two players, Pepe and Saka. Who would you really think, honestly, hand on heart, that we paid £72 million for? Whether it's installments or £1 coins or £10 notes, who would you have thought that we spent £72 million on? Not Pepe. Not Pepe. It's more disappointing as the other top four clubs have dropped points. Saka, man of the match. And you know what, Ralph? Chairman of the board, Mube, said the same thing. That even though, Liverpool, Chelsea drop points, doesn't mean anything if we don't capitalize. Well, yeah, we're going against, the previous Premier League champions, but the statement of intent wasn't there. We didn't take the fight to them for the whole 45 minutes. The two halves doesn't work in spits and spurts, and we look so out of sorts. Tobias was playing too deep. It was glaring to me. Too deep, collecting the ball from the back four, and you got to progress the ball up up the pitch. Too deep. At least play Partey for the first half to show the statement of intent that we're going there. We're going to fight, tooth and nail to get something out of the game. Then if he tires in the second half, then take him off. But Tobias, who's our playmaker, was playing too deep. Too deep. Auba has been isolated this season, and that is painful. Yeah, but again, predictable. Where's Pepe? Coming off the right-hand side. Where's Auba? Well, he might be, in the centre of attack. The majority of the time, he's coming on left-hand wing. Change them over. Swap over. If you're not getting any joy, tell Pepe to swap with Auba. Auba, come on the right-hand side. Try something different. There's no plan B. No plan B there. We need to stop fearing the top 6 teams when we play away. Need to play more attacking. Wingman Monty is in the chat. This is a hi Alex and hi Cannon for your TV family. Having a lot of issues with my internet. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It's all cool. It's all cool. I think the manager's trying to be too clever. James Rowe, who's going to be with me on the Monday evening segment, has said the same thing in our WhatsApp group. He said sometimes managers can overthink things, and I think that's what Arteta did today. He was overthinking things. And look, it came to our demise, isn't it? I think the manager is trying to be too clever. He reminds me of Martinez when he was at Everton. Baffles common sense. Don Arsenal says, let's go get Bielsa. We can't get him, man. Don Arsenal. I'll give you that so far. That's the comment in the chat so far. Let's go and get Bielsa from from Leeds. We need a proper number 10. Let's be real. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I'm just thinking, what position is he asking Willian to play? Because for the last 2 games, it's only the first game he played. He looked like, oh, okay, Willian's looking good. But the last 3 games, Willian's not. I'll say nothing. Monty saying, let's aim for 25 likes. Live viewers now, we're making our way to 10,000 subscribers. It's kind of tailed off a little bit, but we're still getting strong. We're going in that direction, above, beyond, and infinity. Above 10,000 subscribers. So help us. If you're not subscribed before, subscribe now, so you can be part of the greater Cannon 42 family here. We've got various ways where you can actually support the channel. The super chat button there, which has got a $sign. You can also buy merchandise. I haven't got mine. I was wearing mine yesterday. You can also be part of the Patreon page, or you can be a member. Yes, you can be a member on Cannon 42 TV, where you see behind the scenes footage. You can get like little emojis pinned to your name. What else can you get? Merchandise at discounted prices as well. So feel free to make a small donation, as little as £1 for your friendly podcaster. Thank you for that. Also, Arteta needs to have another game plan for big teams. Always going with the same system will not always pay off. Yeah, there's no plan B. No plan B, man. I was thinking, Arteta, change it up a little bit. If it's not working, bring on a sub sooner rather than later. Again, with 8 minutes to go, what are you expecting Laka to do? What are you expecting, our new guy, Partey, to do? Nketiah to do? It's too little too late. Too little too late, man. Mr. Arteta, he must improve. Why is it whenever we are playing with the big teams, he likes defending, not attacking Arsenal teams? Can't defend, it's attacking. Mr. Arteta is a coward coach. Okay, Candy. Okay, these are your words. That is it, Alex. After this game, I know the Auba is a new Ozil. He starts to sulk if things don't go the way he wants, just like Ozil after his new contract. Yeah, I mean, Auba can't be doing that, man. But again, controversial. Is it controversial? It's not controversial. You don't want players thinking they have a divine right to be started in the 11. Can you see Arteta dropping Auba? Would he drop Auba? Auba, body language not good, hasn't scored goals since he signed a thing. Would you drop Auba and let? I mean, we haven't got Martinelli, but let Nketiah start the games now. Which manager would drop Aubameyang? Would you drop Aubameyang? But yeah, I don't like his body language, man. Just get on with it. Keep going. Keep going. Because like I said, the youngsters are looking at him as an example. Okay, it's all good that you're scoring goals, but you need to continue. You need to show the fight, even when the chips are down. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. I just don't like the body language. I didn't like from the beginning. I could kind of sense that he wasn't on his game, and his body language was terrible, absolutely terrible. You can't do that. Let's get Bielsa. Don't Alex, behave yourself. Behave yourself. I mean, I think it's too early to think like that. I don't think he's sulking because he's on a big wages now. It's just now teams know how to shut him down, and we rely on him too much. But again, Majid, it goes down to Arteta understanding the systems that work and the systems that don't work in the game. Not before. When we're playing Man City, he needs to know how to change the formations, change the personnel, and not leave it until the last minute to make the changes. Check out our merchandise, like I said before in the description, and make a purchase if you're able to do. And also donate using the super chat button somewhere at the bottom there. And Monty as well, can you also remind people as well about your channel as well? Leave the link for our moderator. Monty's making his way. He's got his own channel. He's going to leave the link. So please, those who are watching now, go over and subscribe to Monty's wonderful channel there, please. Thank you all. Guys, calm down. No need to start Arteta out a bandwagon. So no need for Bielsa. yeah. Bielsa wouldn't come, and I don't think anyone's actually saying no. Arteta out. I mean, I've said before, just because Arteta loses some games, and like I said, he will lose 1 or 2 or 3 on the bounce, but does it mean we have to ask for his head on the block? No, it doesn't. Let him see out his contract 2 or 3 years, and then we can review at the end. But now, that's football. Win, lose, or draw. That is football. Can we improve? Yes, we can. We've got to learn from these errors and mistakes. They were errors and mistakes. Our teams our team looks more energetic in training than in the league matches. Yeah, that's true actually. we're losing. We're missing something in the midfield. Thomas Partey. So you can now become a member on Canal 4 TV. So please consider becoming one. Thank you for that, Monty. Emery started with good football, then started defending, and I started doing the same thing. Hey, you know what, Don Arsenal, and you know how the fan base did not like Unai Emery. And I listen, I love Unai Emery because he gave us a 22-game unbeaten run. He gave us Europa League Cup final. He also gave us the 4-2 win against Tottenham. And the players, whether you agree with it or not, for me, they just down tools because they probably didn't believe in what he was trying to instill with them. But yeah, that's the first that came to mind, that, you know, Arteta is doing the same thing now. He's like going to defending against big. You've got to dominate them, man. And he should know that better than anybody else because he's been under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola. He should know better. Should know better, man. Alex, why didn't he try Pepe in a number 10 row? This was keeping Willian in the same. Nothing happened. The assembly. I've got no idea. No idea. Actually, you know, better. So let me call him. No, I don't have his number. I just don't know, and that's what I'm saying to you. Is he really good at reading the game, or is it that he's just so reliant on plan A and doesn't have a plan B? Come on, man. I think after this result, we should prepare to be placed 6th best, and if things don't improve, we will finish as low as 10th. I did say, whenever we've spoken about, or whenever I've been asked about where I think we're going to finish, I've always said we're going to finish around 6. I'm not flip-flopping. I can't see us getting top 4 this season. With or without, you know, Hossam Aouar or Dominic Salazar or Thomas Partey, I've always said that we're going to probably finish maybe 5th, 6th. And I'll stick to that prediction there. And actually, I predicted that Arsenal would lose today, although I thought the margin was going to be a lot bigger. I thought it's going to be 3-1 to Man City. Arteta, the new Unai Emery, is stubborn and thinks he knows it all. 35 goodness here, only 8. Come on, guys. Only 8 thumbs up. Come on, let's get the thumbs up, please. Please. I will drop players who don't put in a shift. That was the reason why we had too many egos in the club. Alex Auba wanted the contract. He'll start with the injuries. Come on, man. The assembled. Guys, there's the link now, okay, for Monty's channel. Click the link, go over and subscribe to his channel, please. I'm not asking, I'm telling ya. Go over now and subscribe, all right? You've been told. Why are you guys giving up on the season already? It was always going to be hard to play away at Man City and Liverpool. There's still a lot of games to go, and the team will improve. Yeah, but like I said, me personally, not sure about everybody else in the live chat. I've always said that we're not going to get top four. That was irrespective of seeing the Liverpool game, irrespective of seeing the Fulham game, irrespective of seeing the West Ham game, irrespective of seeing the game today. I always said that Arsenal will not get top four. I'm looking for stability. I thought Arteta would know how to play against City as he worked under Pepe, but wait, he was only there helping in the defence area. No wonder he's playing defence. Chris Stewart, hey! Mikel Wenger. Mikel Wenger! Trust the imaginary process. Alex, we have an average team. We could get Alex Ferguson into the club, but even he won't get us to the top. But Amit, what was the main issue with the game today? What was the main problems you saw with the game today? How Arsenal played or how Man City played? Don't you think that the Arsenal have improved the squad? But tell me, what was for the main problems in the game today in regards to Arsenal? Pinpoint the areas for me. Torre Hakim says hi, Alexa. Good evening, bro. The loss is not good for us. Honest, we're playing at the back, then forward. It is not good. All but is not a problem. We don't have a creator midfield play back too much. And again, you know what kind of player Thomas Partey is. Make the sacrifice. Play him in the first half. Only the first half. Show your intent. Have Ceballos playing in a more advanced role. He was too deep. He's too deep. So deep. Taking the ball from the back four, being part of again, Arsenal play on such fine lines, playing out from the back. And you see Ceballos is trying to progress the ball. He was playing too deep. Too deep. So Thomas Partey should have been playing there. Advance Ceballos. Help him link. Be part of the link, with xhaka, Willian, Pepe, Auba. That for me, it was so obvious. Partey should have been playing in the first half. Should have been playing. I'm not impressed with Arteta. The only game we won by playing well was Fulham. Every other game, including the Cups, we won by luck. The opposition missing their many chances. I think we only had maybe two or three shots on goal. And again, I'm not going to say, it's because we didn't get the penalty, which should have been a penalty with the studs up on Gabriel's head. My goodness, man. I'm not going to make excuses. The goal was a class goal. It was a class goal, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. But I want Amit to come back and tell me in what areas, did Arsenal fail, against Man City tonight. Won't be surprised if Arteta plays 10 at the back. Let me tell you something. It has to be on a game-by-game basis. We can't look so far ahead and say, okay, right, so in November, we've got this team, and we can probably get maybe 1 point from there. It has to be on a game-by-game basis. Okay? Let's not lose focus. I think do we remain in the top four position even up until now? I'm not sure, but we're still above Man City anyway. But we can't look so far ahead. Let's try and keep focus on on the game, the next game, which I think is Leicester City. Actually, let me quickly pull up. Let me pull up the league fixtures there. Right. So here we go. So yeah, next game. He's next week Saturday against Leicester City. Okay, then after that we've got Man United. Forget about Man United. Let's just concentrate. Actually, our next game is against Rapid Vienna. Okay, forget about Leicester City. Let's just think about Rapid Vienna. That's how it has to be. Let's not try to, pick and choose, where we think we can get the points from, where we think we're going to lose. Game by game basis. Game by game. Forget about Leicester City. Think about Rapid Vienna, which is going to be on Thursday. Wow, my goodness, man. Okay, let me go back into the live chat. Okay. Our team has fixed a defense but forgot how to attack. This team will never let me enjoy. Oh, dearie me, man. I guess maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. Partey should have been playing at least for one half. So I think it's a full of average players. We can't expect that much from the team. Really? The team is full of average players. Guys, who was your man of the match? Your man of the match. Maybe I'll say Saka. Saka stroke Gabriel. Ingas, what's happening, my friend? William, a striker. Xhaka and Bellerin still playing. Partey not starting. Mikel Pulis. Dearie me. I'm sorry, but Arsenal were not that bad. Should have had a clear penalty when Walker nearly kicked Gabriel in the head. We've conceded 6 goals in 5 games. Liverpool conceded 7 in 1. Saka was good. For me, Saka was a man of the match. But for me, I'm not making any excuses about the penalty. We apart from that penalty shout, Jack. What else was there? What else was there? There was nothing else. Auba was non-existent. Pepe had like flashes, only flashes. Not good enough. Not good enough. Also have how many centre halves, and this is a squad to move forward with. All I see and hear is excuses. Your thoughts, Alex? Like I've just said there. For me, the midfield, we've improved it, but we're not playing the right formation with the right personnel. For me, Xhaka, although he didn't have a bad game. Xhaka really didn't have a bad game. Although I saw the pullback on one of the Man City players, thinking before you've even tried to get hold of the ball, you're grabbing hold of the guy. So the personnel for me was slightly off. Again, Partey should have been playing. The centre halves, I thought Gabriel played well. I thought Luiz played okay. You know my thoughts about Bellerin. Tierney had a below average game. When are we going to take the fight to his top 4 clubs? We were so passive. So passive. I think Arteta, again, he needs to go back to his whiteboard and just keep things nice and simple. Play your best 11. For me, that wasn't the best 11 because we got Partey. Partey didn't play, apart from the last 8 minutes. There's no plan B. There's no plan B. When plan A is not working, there's no plan B. I'm telling you now. If you look at the top 6, how many of our players would fit into those clubs? I can think of only Auba, but even that on the current form, he would not get in. Saka would get in. I think probably Leno will get into a top 5 club. Ibrahim says we have so many rookie players. We don't have playmakers, but still the management were adamant on playing Ozil. Manu? Okay, no, thank you. Manu. All right. Saka for me was man of the match. Yeah, he was. Head and shoulders above anybody else there. Anybody else. Partey should have started alongside Ceballos. Bellerin and Xhaka must be been useless. Didn't see any long-range shots or like 40-odd passes from Xhaka. Xhaka would have done those like 40-yard passes there to Alba, but he's not doing it anymore. The game lacked creativity. Arteta needs to know his 11 by now. This is Premier League, not Championship. African Soldier, my brother, what's happening, man? Good to see you back. Good to see you back. Here's a question for you. The African Soldier just actually, well, it's not a question. I'm putting a question now. Do you think Arteta knows his best 11? Do you think he knows the best formation? So, do you think Arteta knows his best 11? And do you think he knows the best formation to play with those players there? But anyway, brother, good to see you back, African Soldier, man. I can understand how some fans are wanting Arteta's head. You can understand. I couldn't understand. Just after a few games this season, some of the decisions are questionable, and to think that we won a couple of trophies as lucky is unfair. He set the bar quite high, but again, I can't see us getting top 4. We won't get top 4 this season. We won't. Man, the match was every single Arsenal fan who watched this rubbish. I'm very angry again. Oh, okay, that's a good shout actually to the fan base. To the fan base. As is Partey a part of the Europa squad? That's a good question actually. That's a very, very good question. I don't know. I don't. That's a good question that you've asked there, but I need to find out. The man of the match should be Saka. Yeah. Let me put that question actually onto the WhatsApp group. It's a very good question. Sorry. Okay. I'll wait for the answer from there. Alex Saka will not be start, maybe an impact sub at least. Leno can't catch a cross. Alex, you say he would get into a combined 11, a top 6. Well, a combined 11. I thought you meant like the top 6, one of the top 6 clubs there. Okay, a combined 11. No, then no. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Again, Leno's got to figure that one out, man. When a shot comes in, don't parry the ball back into the danger area. Trying to palm it away from the danger area there. We will win against Man U. Don't worry. Would you bet your house on that? Didn't Arteta see Maitland-Niles play for England? He should have started ahead of Bellerin and play a Partey for Mickey. Thank you for coming in, Mickey Cartel. Are you part of the cartel now, Mickey? No, that's a good shout actually. Again, for me, I see Xhaka only as a squad player. Only as a squad player. Nothing more than that. Partey should have been playing, man. And actually, El Neni should have been playing. Arteta knows his best 11. It includes Xhaka, Mustafi. That's very funny, the assembled. Very, very funny. I genuinely believe that the majority of this fan base want Arsenal to lose most games, to have a moan about because they think they know everything. Footballers are human beings and can't do everything right. That's true, but if I think about how Arsenal used to be, Arsenal football used to be, forget about social media because I've been supporting Arsenal for a very long time. You go to the game, you're chatting whilst you're traveling there, and when the game finishes, you speak to your friend about what happened, win, lose, or draw. So we have a right to criticize these players as long as we don't go overboard. Asking for Arteta to be sacked, which for me would be ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. You got to give the guy time. A lot of you didn't give Unai Emery time, but no, I think everyone has a right to air their views as long as they're not going overboard. Using all those foul language there. I don't like that. But yeah, I mean, I understand the human element there, but I think we're allowed to have a moan. Jack, was that aimed at me? Because I'm having a moan now. I think Arteta knows a formation, but I don't think he knows his starting 11. He also does not know when to change up his formation. That is absolutely true. He does not know when, when the writing's on the wall, when we can all see it, whether we're at the stadium or, watching it from home, we can see it clearly. The game is asking, crying out for a change in formation or personnel, and Arteta is the only one that can't see it. He's the only one who can't see it. But he will learn. He will learn. Hello, Nico says, and hello to you as well, Nico. How are you, my friend? Alex, it's so bad that everyone is having because he won the FA Cup, which has nothing to do with the season. Arteta has no clue about 11 and formation, more and more like Wenger. Well, maybe Wenger towards the end of his reign, I would say. The problem with people is that they celebrate a player one week, he performs and trolls them when they don't. Ganesh, I'll say one thing, and I've said this, and we're very, very consistent with this. There's nothing wrong with lauding a player when they do the right things, and there's nothing wrong with saying that the player, the things that the player has done wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't personally see anything wrong with that, because it'd be, how would it be? Who do you think had the worst game so far today? Who had the worst game? I'm not going to say I'm picking on Bellerin, but did Bellerin have the best game today? So I can't say, oh, Bellerin had a really good game when clearly he didn't. So I don't see anything wrong with people saying, oh, yeah, this player had a really good game. He scored 2 goals, or he defended quite well, or look how he played. How many? And then on the other hand, he has a bad game and we don't say anything. That's not possible. That's not possible. But I do draw the line where people go over and cross the line. Again, making personal attacks, threats of violence and that stuff there. We don't accept this on this channel here, Ganesh. So people must feel free to say what they feel to say and what they've seen. Give them their own opinion there, as long as they don't go overboard. Mikel, Willian is a fraud and he can't hold a Brazilian passport. No way. It was like we were playing with 10 men for the first half. Well, I've got to say, for more than one player. I've got to question more than one player. I want Arsenal to win every game, but I can see when the manager is lost and doesn't know his best players and their positions. Willian up front, Bellerin still at right back, xhaka still there. There was something that kind of ran through me when I was watching the game today. And I saw the same body language when I went to the Emirates and I saw Arsenal play against Olympiacos. Yeah, well, they beat us. And I saw the same body language from Mikel Arteta, who looked a little bit, I'm not going to say clueless, but he looked like he was like a cat caught in the car lights. Like he wasn't really sure what to do. And that's the same look I saw when Arsenal played against Olympiacos. The same thing there. But again, you've got to give him time. Got to give him time. Just because he loses one game, or maybe 2 on the bounce or 3 on the bounce, how do we learn from defeats? We've got to learn from the defeats. We don't want, learn from winning. We learn from when things are down. Who are the players that you can look to, and who are the players you can't look to when the chips are down? In every defeat, there is an opportunity for the opposition. No, I'm joking now. But yeah. I mean, again, you got to remember he hasn't held, a major managerial position before. This is his Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in the country. So he's got a lot on his shoulders, but we've got to give him time. Okay. So why is Saka a kid expected to carry the club? But I don't think he's been asked to carry the club. I don't think he's been asked to carry the club. I mean, personally, I was thinking as well. So I realised, Ainsley Maitland-Niles wasn't playing. Why wasn't he playing? He should have been playing. But again, Arteta will learn. He must learn. And I'll tell you what, there's a red flag for you. A red flag. What do I mean by the red flag? We've paid millions for a certain players. We bumped up their wages. And who was the man of the match today? A player that we spent nothing on. We didn't have to buy him. We didn't have to, trigger the release clause. We didn't have to go to the league and trigger the Saka. Let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson there. Just because we get players who are so-called Premier League, proven, or it doesn't always work out. Saka, the shining light there, man. Personally, I would like to have seen Nketiah, gotten at least a full half. 8 minutes for Nketiah, 8 minutes for Lacazette, 8 minutes for Partey. It's too little, too late, man. Too little, too late. Jack Williams, how about these players get the odd thing right to start with? On the pitch, the players got to be solid enough. It looks as if mentally we were down. Yeah, again, we were so passive. Well, after the first half, I was thinking, right, okay, yeah, Arsenal mean business. But after a while, Man City were kind of growing. Did they grow in themselves? Did they grow in themselves? No, we didn't continue to fight, and so they grew within themselves, and then they scored. Oh my days, man. We need to be more proactive rather than reactive and passive. Alex, look, I live this club and I have high standards for the team. Maybe in the fan base and me that need to rejuvenate or reevaluate. We are mid-table Europa League club at best. I mean, but I've always said that. I've always said that, man. From last year, I said, don't make these players to be something that they are not. And that's why I said also, I'm looking for stability. Okay, we're not going to get top four. We are not. It's not going to happen. Got these players in. We still have a lot of players who need to leave Arsenal. There's still quite a few. Until that happens, you're going to kind of see roughly the same results. But I'm happy, to have a party here. I am to an extent happy to see a Willian, Saka, Auba sign a contract. I want to see David Luiz out, or they had a really good game today. I'm happy to see Gabriel there as well. But we won't get top four this season. We won't get top four. How can he still play Auba on left wing when no out and out striker is on? And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. With Arteta, he's not able to read the game and say, right, let's change it up. Let's change the formation. Auba, all right, okay, you switch over. Pepe, go over. He doesn't. There's no change within the game. We were stuck. We were stuck. It's like we were in a box. We got ourselves in a box, and we didn't know how to get ourselves out of the box. That's the comparison I can make there. How do we get out from this box? We designed the box. Yeah, we painted it in this color. The dynamics, the dimensions. We made the box. We put ourselves in the box, and we couldn't get ourselves out of the box. That is plan A there. What is plan B? What is plan B? Maybe it's me who needs to lower my standards. No, absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with wanting more for your club. There's nothing wrong with that. Otherwise, how can the club evolve? How can it change the mentality? We have to hold them to high standards. Of course we have to. Let's get rid of Arteta. And no. Ingers, come on, man. That's too much too soon. That's too much. How can you ask for Arteta to no. The last thing I want is for Arsenal to turn to a club like Chelsea, where you see that the manager fails and then he gets sacked. No. Let Arteta have his 3-year reign. At the end, then we can review it. But to say after only a few games, Ingers, come on, man. Come on. I need to speak to your wife. That's your wife, your girlfriend. To put a ring on it, man. Come on. That's too much too soon, Ingers. Alex, I was at that game behind the subs bench, and my heart was hurting me after that game. I'll tell you what they assembled. I remember calling my mate James Rowe, who's going to be on the show on Monday. I said, James, actually, and LTL, the original Godfather, who kind of gave me a season ticket to go to the game. I said, Terry, man, are you going to stay? Because it's like quite late. And like, I said, he said to me, nah, do whatever you want to do, man. I said, right. So I stayed. And to see Alba score that wonder goal, and then we kick off, and then they went down the other end and scored the killer goal. For me, my heart kind of sank. But I was thinking, I saw kind of like the same body language. The same body language, I'm telling you, man, from tonight to that game there, Olympiacos game there. All the while I was looking at Pepe. Two people I was looking at, most of all, was Pepe and Arteta. I was thinking, right, clearly you're not sure what to do. And I saw the same body language tonight there. But you've got to give him a chance. You've got to give him time. You have to give him time. Ingas, come on, man. Come on. Ingas sacking the manager will not fix the players. Yeah. Yeah, no, you got to give Arteta time. Got to give him time, man. Actually, Arteta has had plenty of time. 4 times parks the bus against Man City. 1 win, 3 losses going down the parking the bus route. How many losses? Yeah, but you can't ask for him to be sacked, Ashley D. Come on. Are you asking for Arteta to be sacked? No. No. Otherwise, we'll have the same thing, the revolving door. You know, and there's not going to be no stability because you know when a new manager comes in, there's certain players he's not going to fancy. So it could be we get Allegri in, it's thinking, oh, Oba, Saka, nah, not for me. We don't want those new dynamics coming in there. Let Arteta do his job. But what I'm saying is, again, that when we, celebrate the wins there, how can we not criticize when we've lost? How can we? No, I'm sorry. We have a divine right to critique what's happened there. Win, lose, or draw. But I'm not asking for Arteta to be sacked. No. The board needs to be held responsible for buying such players with inflated contracts. I tell you what, Amit, make sure you come in on the show, the Monday show. I'm going to have James Rowe. We're going to be talking about that on the show. Right, no one's come back and informing whether Partey is part of the Europa squad there. I think they're probably just so down after the defeat tonight. Why buy a player then leave them out? Do they adapt in training or from the real pitch? Why introduce Partey with just 8 minutes to go? Why? And Tawana, I've just said the same thing. If he's not ready, don't play him. Don't play him. But you're telling me you want him to do something? What, is he like a magician? You want Thomas? What do you want him to do in 8 minutes, Arteta? Better still, I want to get him on the show, man. I'm gonna get him on the show. Arteta, what you doing, man? Hey, brother, man, what you doing, man? Hey, 8 minutes ago, what do you want Laka to do in 8 minutes? What do you want Nketiah to do in 8 minutes? Make those substitutions and decisions from half time. We already won. Well, we're 1-0 down. Clearly, you could see we kind of finish off the second half, on a good note. Continue in the same vein. Demand the players to give you everything: blood, sweat, tears, a goal. Better still, a win. But yeah, I've got no idea, man. Just to see, the things we had to go through to get Thomas Partey. And this is from a selfish point of view. I wanted to see Thomas Partey play, but I thought at least let him play a complete half, not 8 minutes. 8 minutes. What do you want him to do? 8 minutes. Oh my days. Anyway, Monty says, thank you to 85 Gooners here with us. Thank you for spending your evening. Actually, depending what time you are and where you are in the world, thank you. We're making our way to... See, you notice I kind of come down now. I come down now. I don't want to, rant and rave. But thank you for spending your time with us. We'll be going for almost short of one hour. Those of you who's just kind of tuned in and you're just thinking, should I subscribe to Cannon Foy TV? Subscribe to Cannon Foy TV, please. You can be part of the bigger community here. We have fun, jokes, laughters, debates. I tell you what, the Easy Talk, which is the flagship segment every Friday, 7:30 p.m. was fantastic. Chairman of the board, Mube Guina, North Bank Ninja. We had Jonathan and Alfie from Columbia, Ghana. It was fantastic there. So come and join us. All the segments. Yeah, we've been like going all guns blazing with the live shows in the mornings, in the evenings, and pre-recorded videos in between that. So consider subscribing to Cannon Fodder TV. And if furthermore, if you'd like to donate like £1 to support Cannon Fodder TV, all donations are welcomed. Thank you very much for that. Let me go back into live chat just for the last time. I'll tell you what, I was thinking, should I invite a guest? I was going to invite somebody. Actually, I did, but they couldn't make it. I thought, oh, you know what, I'll do the post-game reaction on my own. And boy, am I happy I did. Oh, dear. Sorry, I go for the wrong one here. Let me try and find my point of reference. Okay, yeah, that was the next one. Ingaz, I'm not lowering my standards. This is Arsenal, not Forest Green. No disrespect. Sick and tired of this. Got to stick together though, Ingaz. How is Hector Bellerin in the team? I've no idea because Arteta chose him. Whereas Ozil on his holidays? Ismail Niles a much better option. I don't know why he wasn't playing. No idea. I mean, there was no injury news apart from Rob Holding, who sustained a hamstring injury in training, and that's why we saw David Luiz play, who didn't have a bad game, truth be told. Lucas says, hey, Mr. Arteta, make sure you bring back out Ozil, the best number 10 in Arsenal football. I'll tell you what, he wouldn't have done any better than this. When we were the Invincibles, we were known for goal to go in 4 or 5 moves. 6 players shooting from 25 yards. Now it's part the bus and pass it to the opposition and hope to get a lucky tap in. And actually, you're right. Actually, the players, the front, the midfield, the attack, we didn't have more than 3 shots on goal. Not more than 3 shots on goal. To wonder, you have Auba, Laka, and Ketia, and you go and play Willian as a central striking. Wow. Oops. Arsenal players don't fight for the ball, stand and watch and wait. They do indeed. We need to be more proactive. That's what I noticed in the game, that Bellerin passed to Ozil, and xhaka, anytime he passes to Pepe, he stood still, and Ozil was always invisible, and xhaka was too far away. Olympiacos game. Listen, and it's funny because I remember trying to call my mate Eltel. I said, Terry, are you watching Pepe? And he wouldn't answer the phone. He wouldn't answer the phone. It's only after I said, look, the thing is, whenever Pepe got the ball, I was saying, give the ball to Pepe. Whenever he got the ball, he wouldn't like try and take on the players. He'll pass the ball back. But there's lots of work to be done, man. And that's why I said I'm looking for stability this season. Stability above anything else there. I can't say nothing more than that. Thank you to all the gooners that continue support through thick and thin. We appreciate it. Yes, we do. Please, guys, smash the like button and a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you are new here. Uh-oh. How xhaka makes the first 11 is baffling to me. I tell you what, El Nene should have been playing. And again, it's not hindsight being a wonderful thing. I thought, because the a couple of names I look on the team sheet there, and I'm thinking, right, El Nene's not there. He's not there. Partey is on the subs bench. I'm thinking, right, okay. Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Oh, right, he's not there. You pays your money, you takes your pick. You pays your money, you takes your pick. My days, people. Yeah, slightly disappointing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll continue. I will try, depending. I need to look at the times for the next 3 or 4 games, because if it's a late evening kickoff, I won't do a post game reaction because it's going to be too late here. for me. But thank you to each and every one of you who kind of tuned in. I've just been going over for an hour now, and I think I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up, this one. Monty, do you want to come in with your closing comments before I finish this one up? I will run the video, which explains to you how you can become a member on Canon 4 TV. There's so many benefits of becoming a member. You get discounted merchandise. Let me put it up here. Thank you, goodness, for your time, and have a great weekend. Thank you for that, Monty. Okay. I'll get to that question, the question in the end, the assembled. So yeah, different ways where how you can become a member, not become a member. The things you get, so many how can I say, advantages of becoming a member. You get behind the scenes footage, the photos. Also, I did the stadium tour on my birthday a couple of years ago now, and we took lots of videos of photos with myself and my brother, and we also got to speak to Charlie George as well. So I've been uploading the videos. The videos are only open to the silver canon members there. It's not open to the bronze canon. The bronze canon members will only get like the photo footage, but no video footage. So there's so many things there. You get discounted merchandise. There's so many things, but I'll run the video at the end, so which explains to you in depth what you get when you become a paid member on Canon 4 TV. Right. So there was a question. Well, reminded me, the assembled, Arteta or Zidane, who would you play for? Under this current regime, I can't see myself playing for Arteta. I would have to play for Zidane, man. I'll play for Zizi. There you go. There's your answer. There's your answer. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the post-game reaction, the second one of this season. And I aims to do a lot more of these. Whether I do it with a guest or not, remains to be seen, but I thought this one I'll do on my own. I'll do my own. Stay tuned, and to those of you who've been wondering who you've been listening to or what you've been watching, you've been watching Cannon Fodder. That's who you've been watching. You've been watching the channel for Arsenal fans, literally all over this world. Stay tuned and watch the video which tells you how you can become a member on Cannon Fodder TV. Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you will get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze canon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver canon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country, so wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Canon 4 TV across the whole platform. So by all means, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Canon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But
part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases, and of course you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Cannon Fire TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed at Cannon Fire TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Cannon Fire TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Cannon Fire TV.